Hi, in this tutorial we will learn how to create a pivot table in LibreOffice. So pivot table is one of the most important features in any spreadsheet softwares, and while it is used widely on Excel and there are so many tutorials, but in this video we will be covering how to create it in LibreOffice. So let's quickly start doing it. So we have this data and we want to summarize this data using pivot table. So all you have to do is just first of all go to insert, and there you will see this option called pivot table. So click on it, and there you will see this kind of window where there will be three options to select the data. So first is name range, which would let you select any of the tables which are there, um, or worksheets which are there in this document, or you can choose current selection, so it automatically selects the data which it thinks is good enough for creating a pivot table. So you can either use this, or you can go to named range and select orders, which is our current worksheet. Click on OK, and there you will see this window of pivot table layout. So this is an important thing. Using this only you will be creating the table, or you will be structurizing the pivot table. So let's say we want to summarize this data by customer ID, and we would like to know for respective customer ID how much was the sales. So you can just drag it to data fields, and then what was the quantity, and what was the discount, and then what was the profit. So and we are summing all of them. So if we'll click on OK, a new worksheet will open. This represents the pivot table, and here you can see this data is now summarizing this basis the customer ID. So for every customer ID you will see the corresponding sales, quantity, discount, and profit. So using this information you will be able to derive insights like which customer contributed to the maximum sales, maximum quantity, maximum discount. So you can ignore this one. For profit you can get the insight which customer ID contributed to the maximum profit or the least profit. So this is very important when you are basically doing the roundup, annual roundup or quarterly roundup. And if you want to, let's say, know which customers have contributed to the maximum sales, and maybe you would like to keep them happy, or if you would like to know which customers are contributing to lesser sales but a lot of time. So those kinds of insights can be very useful when you are preparing reports for your leadership. And let's say if you want to make any changes to this pivot table, you can just right click and go to properties, and you will find that window again of the pivot table layout. Here let's say if you want to remove any of the data fields, for example some discount wasn't very relevant for us in this particular case, so you can just remove it and then click on OK, and that particular column would be removed from the pivot table. If you want to make further changes to this, you can just go to properties again, and let's say we would like to know the average sales for every customer. So in that case what you have to do is just drag sales again to data fields, but this time double click on that and select average, and then just pull it towards next to sales, some sales, and then click on OK. And now you will know on an average which customer contributed to highest sales per order. And how do we know that it was per order? So you can just drag this order ID towards here, let's say just before the sum sales, and you can just double click on it to make it count. So we want to count the number of orders. So for any given customer ID, how many orders were there? So click on OK, and we are seeing that this customer ID contributed to 15 orders. So if you will divide 1056 divided by 70, you will get 15. Right, so there were in total 15 orders, which in total contributed to 1056 in sales, which basically means that average sale was of $70. So you would like to know which customer contributed to higher average sales, which is a very important metric in the business. So yeah, uh, it is very easy to create a pivot table in LibreOffice, and this is how we do it. We essentially just go to insert and then click on pivot table, and then we are presented with so all the fields which are there in the table, which you can use to summarize the data, and then what all information or what all data points you would need for a given row. And you can easily make changes to the pivot table, and using this you can derive important insights for your reports that you're preparing.
Thanks so much for watching this tutorial. If you liked it, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you didn't, then leave a comment so that we can improve it further. Do watch these suggested tutorials to learn even more, and do let us know what you want to learn on Being Skilled.